দর্শক আমরা এই মুহূর্তে প্রধান নির্বাচন কমিশনার কার্যালয়ে যুক্ত হতে চাই, সেখানে কথা বলছেন প্রধান নির্বাচন কমিশন, আমরা সেটিতে যুক্ত হব।
Out of country voting through IT supported postal ballots for Bangladesh diaspora voters. Despite a limited preparation and outreach period, the response has been encouraging, with approximately 0.8 million expatriate voters completing registration. At the same time, in-country postal voting has been undertaken for eligible categories of voters. For your kind information, a significant number of marked ballots have already been successfully returned through the postal system. All operational arrangements have been finalized, ensuring readiness for election day, that is tomorrow. Polling centers lists were finalized following multiple rounds of field level verification. All electoral materials, including ballot papers, have already been distributed to the returning officers. In respective constituencies and are currently being distributed polling center wise. Training programs for polling personnel have been conducted nationwide to ensure professionalism and strict adherence to electoral procedures. Public awareness activities related to voter participation are being conducted nationwide in coordination with relevant government departments. Ladies and gentlemen, by now, you may already know that both today and tomorrow have been declared government holidays to facilitate voter participation. Voting will take place in a single day, beginning at 7:30 in the morning and concluding at 4:30 in the afternoon. Presiding officers, assisted by assistant presiding officers and polling officers, will manage polling operations and counting at the polling stations in the presence of candidates or their authorized agents, as well as accredited observers and journalists. After the close of polling, counting will be conducted at the polling stations under the supervision of the presiding officers. Results will be announced at the polling stations upon completion of counting and subsequently compiled and publicly declared by the returning officers. Thus, transparency in the voting and counting process will be ensured. Voters, irrespective of gender, age, or background, are encouraged to participate freely. Ballots are issued only after proper identification, and voting is conducted in secrecy in accordance with the prescribed rules. Any electoral dispute will be addressed strictly in accordance with established legal and constitutional procedures. Transparency remains a cornerstone of our election management. For this election, representatives from 45 countries and organizations, including election management bodies and international institutions, are participating. More than 60 officials, approximately 330 international observers, are engaged in the electoral process, including nearly 220 from the European Union. In addition, more than 160 international journalists are independently covering the election. Domestically, over 45,000 observers from 81 registered organizations and more than 60,000 journalists are expected to be accredited. All accreditation processes